MSc participatory video facilitator training was conducted in Diani, Ukunda, Kwale County. The training brought together 12 participants from 6 organizations that form the Shared Futures Project Consortium. The main objective of the training was to empower and equip participants with skills on MSc participatory process, such that then when they go back to their communities, they can be able to work with their communities to document stories of change and allow the community members to be able to tell their own stories in a more powerful way.
The group also came up with a more significant question to ask the community. And the question that we came up with was, what was the most significant change in your life, the family, and the community at large in the last 3 years?
Tulifanya mobilization. Katika mobilization, day one tuliita vijana 20 ambao wako katika mradi wa Shared Future. Siku ya pili tukaita vijana 20 tena ambao wako katika mradi wa Shared Future. Na katika hao vijana ambao tuliwaita ni wale ambao wamekuwa wakiparticipate fully kutoka mwanzo wa mradi mpaka hapa mwisho. Na katika kuwaita kwetu tuliwaita sehemu inaitwa Kombani, hapo ambao tulienda tukafanya circle story yetu, ambapo katika day 1 tuliwaeka vijana 20 kwa pamoja, and then day 2 tukawaeka vijana 20. We divided them into 2 circles.
So from the 2 groups in day 1 and day 2, participants had to come with a criteria to select the most significant stories in accordance to their understanding and in relation to what they had.
5 stories were selected and recorded based on the selection criteria. Afterwards, we came back to our training sessions and reviewed the footage. After reviewing the footage, we did the editing part. We identified the necessary segment of sound that were captured during the recording. We deleted the unnecessary sound, but we didn't add nor subtract any word from the story.
During the community screening day event, we had invited stakeholders plus all the participants who had participated in storytelling during the group discussion, and we had 5 stories and 5 videos that were aired during that particular day.
And after we saw all the 5 movies, we split up in 4 smaller groups, and the community members decided for themselves which were the criteria for them to choose the story that was most significant to them. And after they did that, we came back into a plenary session, and people were invited to give recommendations based on the stories that they had heard and seen.
After doing the stories collection from the field, and we came back here and just to do an analysis of what we've collected, and we did analysis of all the 40 stories, and in the analysis we did 3 categories. We tried to look at what these young people were experiencing before they were engaged in the program. That is the challenges or the blockers, and it came out very clearly that unemployment, mental health, and also parenting are the most outstanding challenges that young people face in our communities. So secondly, we looked at the enablers, as this is a transformation journey where we took these young people, and we also tried to analyze what are some of the enablers that came through the project and that contributed to transforming these young people or changing these young people. And as you can see, a number of enablers were identified here, including business startup support, self-acceptance, life skills, psychosocial support, and we also realized that life skills, entrepreneurship, and business skills, and also linkages play a very significant role in the journey of a transformation of these young people. Lastly, we looked at the change that is evident among the young people that we've engaged in this program, and according to the interventions, as you can see, improved livelihood came out very strongly that as the most significant change in this program, followed by issues to do with improved mental well-being and peaceful coexistence within the communities.
So after doing the analysis, after the activity of the exercise, we came to conclude that unemployment and mental health has been the biggest challenge that is facing this community. But also the other challenges that are facing, like the religious tensions and the parenting. Also, we came to know that the analysis depicts that life skills, business skills, and entrepreneurship are the biggest enablers that contributed to the change in the community. Also, mostly change is driven when there is self-drive, and also there is that support from the family and the communities. Also that contributes the overall change of that community. Youth groups, we came to know that when youth come together, they have the same ambition, they have the same vision. Through life skills training, entrepreneurship trainings, also through linkages and networking, also it catalyzes the change what we are up to for the communities. Improved livelihood, it came out as standing change that communities from the interventions, they come to realize that there is improved standards of living because there is that cooperation, and also there is peacefully coexistence in the communities due to the community relationship, embracing one another, embracing diversity, that all together contribute the growth of these communities.
From this entire exercise, we had a few recommendations that came up during our discussions. One of the key recommendations that came up was the importance for us as a project and within project partners to strengthen and deepen our integration. We usually have various approaches that we use to engage our community members, and there is need, as we continue to engage in them, to ensure that they are reached in the various approaches that we use. Another key recommendation that really came out strongly was the importance for us to be deliberate in reaching the younger children, especially those ones in school. In doing so, we are able to prevent them from being engaged in vices as they grow older, and we are instilling values at a very young age. Another key important component that really came out strongly was the importance for parents to be very well aware of what is going on with the younger children and also the youths as we engage them in the project. This will enable them to provide the necessary support to them to ensure that they are impacting well and guiding them as we engage the young children and also the youths in their projects. And lastly, a very key important recommendation was the importance for us as partners to engage various stakeholders, be it the financial institutions, local government structures, and even national government structures, to ensure that collectively we all work together for this common goal of ensuring peace and social cohesion in our community.